Well, folks, it never seems to end. News 24 today reports disturbing news out of Pretoria, where it claims that ActionSA in Tshwane has just announced it will be joining the African National Congress, the Economic Freedom Fighters, and the African Christian Democratic Party to vote out Mayor Cilliers Brink, and by extension, the DA-led multi-party coalition. And this is what News 24 had to say. The four parties held an impromptu press briefing outside Tshwane House on Thursday afternoon where the announcement was made. They said that while they have not yet entered into a formal coalition agreement, they would team up to vote Brink out through a motion of no confidence. Thereafter, discussions will be held about formalizing a coalition and who will get the mayoral chain. This, of course, begs the most obvious question: why? What is their reason to unseat the most focused and dedicated mayor the municipality has had in decades? Why?
Welcome back once again. This is Chris Report, and he assured me that since Simonstown and Boulders, folks, this is Chris Wyatt reporting from South Africa.
The naked self-aggrandizement of this action is disturbing. It reminds me of the racist rhetoric Julius Malema uttered when he called for cutting the throat of whiteness and ousting Athol Trollop, the most successful mayor Nelson Mandela Bay has ever had. That was not about failure. It was just about undermining governance. And this looks to be the same in the case in Tshwane. However, such actions coming from ActionSA, this is a bit of a puzzling situation. Is ActionSA really in favor of a no confidence vote in Cilliers Brink? To me, it beggars imagination if the party is concerned about service delivery, which they assert that they are. But perhaps the media is only giving us part of the story. Recent tweets by party leader Herman Mashab about Ronaldo Gos in particular and others raises an objective person's eyebrows, but that was about personality, not governance. So I reached out to ActionSA and I received the following from Michael Beaumont in response to my request for information or an interview. And I quote from ActionSA: ActionSA wishes to clarify that the party is undergoing a period of review as it relates to its position in the governing coalition in the city of Tshwane. While we note media reports based on remarks made by our regional structures expressing their views on the matter, it is the Senate of ActionSA which ultimately resolves upon the party's entry or exit from a coalition. The views of our structures form a vital component of our review process, which remains ongoing. So that makes it appear as if the local folks have acted without approval from national. The views of ActionSA structures rightly reflect a growing frustration about disparate levels of service delivery in Tshwane that is impacting most fundamentally upon residents, especially those living in the townships in Tshwane. These concerns have been ventilated in a number of engagements held with our structures in Gauteng, and they form a vital component of the review process. Until ActionSA has concluded its review, the party will not be making any official pronouncements about our position in the city of Tshwane. Interesting, no? It would appear that not only the ANC is having challenges with its structures in Gauteng, but so is ActionSA. Based on this statement, it would appear that the media were once again lazy or dishonest in their reporting. Why doesn't News 24's story mention this statement? Did they contact ActionSA or just the local folks in Tshwane? Well, the question is, was this a rush to press? Lazy journalism? Intentionally misleading? I'll give News 24 the benefit of the doubt and suggest that it may just be a rush to publication. But that's not a free pass. Media houses have editors. This one should have been sent back for more information. But it seems like media are obsessed with sensationalism and reporting things instantaneously rather than taking the time to get the information. In my case, it didn't take much effort at all to find out what ActionSA's national position on this was. So, once again, I come back to the question, why is this going on? I'm a bit surprised to see the ACDP and ActionSA involved in an effort to unseat Cilliers Brink. But as we've seen, ActionSA may in fact not be involved. Just locally, people are upset and want to vote no confidence. But this is just stupid. South Africa's parliamentary approach to municipal governance is idiotic. There, I said it. I've said it before. Unseating governments at local level over trivial things like personality or a desire to get fingers on tenders or a desire to exact personal revenge against an individual, none of which may apply in this case, but they have in the past in other places, is ludicrous. Voters should vote for a person, male or female, to serve in office. And unless they commit a crime, they should be in office until their term is up, when voters can remove them at the ballot box. This parliamentary process is what's paralyzing South Africa's municipalities. And it's a disaster around the country. Only one of the 9 major metropolitan areas had a clean audit. One. And across the board, the rate was abysmal for all towns and municipalities in South Africa. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you next time. God bless.